Hello everyone, welcome back to Fitness Business Growth, and today's training is based on our funnel tracker. Now, I had a client over in WA, runs a Muay Thai gym. He said, Jayme, how do you track your numbers? What do you use? And I thought, well, fuck, how far down the rabbit hole do you really want me to go here? So I'm going down as deep as possible, because if you know me, you know I love data, I obsess over data, and I've got all these beautiful sheets that are presented to me daily so I can make decisions. And if you are not tracking your data, you cannot make accurate decisions. Quite often we lead with emotion. So this sheet is for someone who is running ads and they're getting people to schedule in a phone call and they're selling them over the phone. Now, if you are getting a phone call and then getting them booked in to an in-person consult and selling them, I can make a minor adjustment to this sheet if you want it. From there, this doesn't actually track the outbound activity either. So there'll be another training for the outbound sheet itself. So again, running ads, getting people to schedule a phone call and selling that person over the phone. This sheet is perfect. It will give you everything that you need and help you understand your numbers. Now, if we back up, why do you need to understand your numbers? So often, almost 100%, that's a large number of gym owners will say, I need more leads, I need more leads, I need more leads, I need more leads. I jump in their ad account and their lead volume is okay. And their cost per lead is actually okay too. But they're not getting enough people booking in. Enough people aren't showing up. They're not selling enough people. They're not collecting enough cash, and they're not collecting enough revenue. And they just blame the top of the funnel, the leads. And for us with our done for you everything service, like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love cheap leads. Everyone loves cheap leads. But no other like fitness marketing company, fitness business coach actually cares more about the cost per acquisition than me, because we are actually doing those calls. We are selling people into gyms all over Australia. So we track this data like you wouldn't believe. The average customer acquisition cost for us at the moment is somewhere between $85 and $95 per week right across Australia, a number that I'm super, super proud of. So let's get into today's training. So for example, you check your ad account, the last 7 days, you would add in the date here. So let's do this week. So it is Wednesday, September the 4th. So we're going to go Monday, September the 9th. So we're going to imagine that it's the last 7 days. Okay, and then we're going to add in the ad spend right here. So the average gym owner spends about $250 per week. And say in the ad account, you see that there is, let's go 15 leads. That shoots out your cost per lead at $16.67. Now, that is actually conditionally formatted to give you different colors for different results. So for example, if it was $25, it goes green because that's good. If it's 15, it goes orange because that's okay. If it was, say, 5, red, that's bad. So not only is it important to track your data, but it's also important to understand, well, what is like a good number? What should you be aiming for? And the colors reflect that. So let's go 18 leads. So cost per lead of $13.89, not too far off our average right across Australia. It's actually under 10 at the moment. But if you're anywhere between that 5 to 20 mark, depending on your location, depending on your modality, you'd be okay with that. Now, out of those 18 leads, about 40% should auto schedule a phone call given availability in your calendar. Now, I cannot stress this enough. One of our biggest advantages is we have a big team of sales reps that accepts calls from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every 10 minutes. So by having maximum availability in the calendar, it will allow as many leads as possible to auto schedule because they don't want to pick up the phone. When I get a phone call, you know what I do? I open it. I go messages and I see if that person called me before. If they haven't called me before, I'm not answering it. And your leads are no different. When gym owners say, why aren't people picking up the phones? I'll ask you the question. Do you pick up the phone? And people do pick up the phone, but it's getting less and less and less. So my entire plan is like, we don't want to call you at a bad time. We don't want to chase you up. We don't want to harass you. Please schedule a time that suits you best. And about 40% of leads will do that. Again, given availability in the calendar. So if you have no availability, if you're in the gym with the family and someone can book in at 2:30 on Thursday only and they don't book in, you think ads don't work. Well, no, they just couldn't book in at a time that suits. And sometimes you can get between a rock and a hard place if you need the availability, but you actually like are in the gym running sessions with your family. Again, why our done for you service I think is really great. So say that out of those 18, let's say that 8 book in. 44% booking rate. You beauty. Happy with that. Now, let's say that out of those 8 bookings, let's say that 6 show up no-shows, that's wrong. So sorry, 2 no-shows, so 2 people don't show, which means we have 6 calls total. Out of those 6 people that show up, let's say that you sell 4 and you have 2 sale fails, and that punches out the data below. So we had a 44% booking rate, we had a 66.67% show rate, we had a 66.67 close percentage. Now let's add in the cash collected. Let's say that those 4 sales you sold at $200 to keep math simple. Let's say that you collected 3 payments of $200 and 1 payment of $50. That means your cash collected would be $650. Total revenue would be $800. Now this gives you every number you could possibly imagine. So 18 leads, $13.89 per lead, 8 bookings, 2 no-shows, 2 fails, 4 sales, 6 phone calls total. From here, you collected $650 in cash. Total revenue was $800. 44% booking rate, 66% show, 66% close. The lead to sale, I love this number, is 22.22%, meaning that if you got 100 leads, you'd make 22 sales. Booking to sale was 50%, meaning that out of those 8 bookings, you sold 50% of those leads. Now, I love these numbers here too, because people often underestimate this. So the cost per booking is $31.25, meaning that it costs you $31.25 for someone to auto schedule on your calendar. Cost per call is $41.67. Now, this takes into account people that don't show up. So every person that speaks to you on the phone that books in is costing you $41.67. If you have a fucking sales team, say to that sales rep that takes that phone call, if you don't give this person the respect they deserve, you may as well set $41.67 on fire. It's also a good number for you to know too. Call that person on time. Like, confirm them, treat them well, read the script, because it costs you real money. And sometimes if you're running ads and it can be a challenging week, a few sales here and there can actually make or break a campaign. Now this number is even better. The cost per sale, cost per acquisition is $62.50, meaning that if you spend $62.50, you're going to get, for example, a 28-day challenge person into your gym, and off that person, you charge $200. Now, what this means is your ROI on your ad spend is $3.20, meaning if you put $1 into Facebook, you get $3.20, $3.2 back, which is a really, really good. So some people can get 10 ROI, some people can get 5, some people can get 3, some can get 2. If you are new to this, your goal should be to get to a 1-to-1, meaning that if you spend $250, your job is to collect $250 back. That would mean your ROI is 1-to-1. So this is a fantastic week for a gym owner that wants to do his own ads and do their own sales. Because what this means is you spent $250, you've collected $650, so you've got an extra $400 in your pocket. You're still collecting $150 over the next 28 days. And if you convert 75% of all challenges into memberships, you're going to have 3 members that convert into a 12-month membership, for example. You do that every single week. It's 156 members. And you've made money, right? Like, this is a good deal. It's a good trade-off. I was speaking to another client the other day. She's getting a wicked ROI done with you. I said, you got to spend more money. You got to spend more money. You got to spend more money. If you watch this, you got to spend more money. And like, the reason why people don't want to spend more money is they have fear around, well, is this gambling? Am I going to waste my money? What if it doesn't work out? Which is why I love tracking numbers. Like, if you look at this, and this is all green, and it tells you how much money you've made, how many clients that you have in the business, what it's cost you to make a sale. You can even add in your LTV on the bottom right here. So those 4 clients, $600 LTV if they roll over. Name, date, cash collected, revenue, salesperson, admin completed. This sheet does it all. And now what the bottom does is tally up every single column up here. So let's say it's the following week. Let's say it's the 9th of the 9th, and we'll run through this again. Say that you're feeling dangerous and you spend $450 on ads. Out of that $450, say that you get 35 leads, red hot leads for $12.86. Out of those 35, let's say that 20, well, too many, say 16 book in, 45% booking rate. Out of those 16, let's say that 4 no-show, which means you have 12 phone calls. Let's say that you have read my script, you have gone through our sales training, and you sell 8 out of those people, and you have 2 sale fails, that means down here, keep the same math. So 8 sales at $200. Let's say that you've collected 50% cash. So out of those 8 people, 4 people have given you $800, and the rest is coming. And now we've got $1,600. I hope that math is right. So now what you've got is you have got 12 new clients. Cost per sale is $58.33. Cost per call, $43.75. Cost per booking, $29.17. And we can just go on and on and on and on and on. And this will give you more confidence to spend money. Let's go again. Let's say that you have, let's go 325, right? Let's say that you have a stinker of a week, because you are going to have a stinker of the week. And you get 5 leads, which makes everyone sad. Let's say that out of those 5 leads, 2 book in. Out of that, 1 person no shows, 1 person shows up, and you sell that person, and you collect $200. Collect $200. Now, this isn't a great week because we were negative on the ad spend, meaning we spent $325 and we only collected $200. Keep in mind, all these people here, those other sales are going to start rolling over into a member. And if you average it out across this so far, the last 3 weeks, $1,025 on ad spend, 58 leads, 26 bookings, 13 total sales, cost per sale, $78.85, booking, show, close, average price per sale, cash collected percentage, you are still well ahead of what you've actually spent. So down here, the ad spend, you have spent $1,025, total revenue of $2,600. So this sheet is great when things are going well, but it's even better when things are going bad. So I'm going to run through this one more time so you understand fully how this works. So let's say that you spend $250, and let's say you're on an absolute fucking heater. And let's say that you get 50 leads. Cost per lead's $5, which is possible. Out of those 50 leads, say that 20 book in. Out of those 20, you have 5 no-shows. You have 5 fails. And you have 10 people that you sell. Out of those 10 people, you collect all the cash because you're amazing. You make $2,000. Now you've got a 40% booking rate, 66% show, 66% close. Lead to sale, you sell 1 out of 5 leads. Booking to sale, you sell 1 out of 2 sales. Cost per booking, cost per haul, cost per call, cost per sale, 10 new clients. The ROI is 8. So if you are running ads and you want to track your numbers, I would strongly encourage you to do this. Now, again, this is only taking consideration. You are running ads and you are getting them to schedule a phone call. Now, if you were to get a phone call and then invite them down to the gym, you would simply add in another step in the process. So for example, you would have triage booking up here, and then you would have another booking in the gym. So you'd have no show to triage, and then you'd have no show to the gym. So it adds complexity to the sheet, complexity to the funnel, which is why I love doing sales over the phone. It avoids that person having another opportunity to no show. So again, you want this sheet, comment below. You can have it, give away everything for free. I don't want to make any big claims here, but I think tracking your numbers is the most important thing you can do in your business. Because if you don't track your numbers, you are driving blind. The worst client you work with that doesn't lose weight, and you complain about that person to your partner, fucking Sally came in again, not losing weight, she's blaming the program, she's blaming me, fucking didn't count her calories, didn't come to the gym. It is so frustrating when a client comes to you and they're annoyed and they're frustrated because they're not getting results and they're not doing what you tell them to do. They're not tracking their numbers. And what do you tell them to do? To track their numbers, to track their calories, to track their macros, to track their exercise, to look at their progressive overload, to make sure that it is effective. So if this helps, please subscribe. It really does make my day. About 600 videos and 170-ish subscribers. So I hope this helps. Again, in the comments below, if you want to let me know, have a lovely, lovely night. And mate, I hope you enjoy this training.